Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. With that, let's get up to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Denver Broncos. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
On set. Mike 51. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Ingram again, a first down carry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Chris Harris Jr. is not a name that rolls off the tongue quickly, but it should. He's one of the best cover corners in the league.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Mike 51, Mike 51. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, and he'll get in! Touchdown, Baltimore! A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Lock. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Here's Jackson to throw. Snead's got it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. On the counter, Ingram. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
The tackle made by Kareem Jackson. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Now they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
I'm going to run you over.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He is going to find Hill here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They'll run here with Edwards. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Throwing is Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 6 yards away as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and it maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Ready. 36. Line 36. I'm here all day. Let's go.
From the gun on third down, Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
Earl Thomas is the rangiest free safety in the game. Great reactions, great understanding, and boy, will he strike you when the ball's in his area.
On 2nd and 7, Locke finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
You ready? 48th month. 48th month. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Ready?
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Let's go.
It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Locke now on 1st down. This is the tight end Fant. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 4th. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. Jackson now. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here we go. To the Pittsburgh. Check 45 to Mike. You go night.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Jackson now. Only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
3 down, 3 down.
Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. To throw again is Jackson. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter with the score
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Ingram. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They toss to Ingram. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Ready. 30 base. Pick it up.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. You've told me before it's tough to identify how to block a 3-4 defense. There wasn't a whole lot of blocking there.
And one other thing an offensive line coach told me, if you want to run wide against a 3-4, which is difficult to do because of the speed of the outside linebackers, it's often difficult for your offensive linemen to hit targets in space and create lanes for your guys to run through.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. Oh, he shifts past him. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Phillip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Pass. Let go.
They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
As a defensive coach, that play excites you because you watched your defense play their techniques and didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just run after the quarterback.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
The Broncos send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
He was brought down by Tom Davis. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
On the ready. 51, 951. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? 2nd quarter, you're down, and really he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
50, plant. 57, come on. You better bring it. Ready?
From the 24, Locke. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
48 Mike. 48 Mike.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and it's second down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Locke again here on second and 10. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Nice hit, boy.
The Broncos on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a first down.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Gus Edwards heading back onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense that's just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Nifty move. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The tackle made by Kareem Jackson. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Now, Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On play action, Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. On the counter, Lindsey able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
He was brought down by Patrick Unwasser. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
Set up. 60 outlaw. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Come.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Locke. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Locke. And his throw here's incomplete. Jeff Hireman, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Locke now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run from the pistol with Ingram. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Roberts has it. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. It's caught by Roberts. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
complete to Seth Roberts. Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson to Boyle here over the middle. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to take off, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, as the first half is winding down, as the Ravens push further out in front.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting him.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. He'll try to generate some more steam on offense down on the scoreboard 2nd quarter. Not necessarily his fault, but he's always a guy they want to get extra involved.
Keep finding ways for him to get the football. Keep force-feeding him in that way. Get to the half. Kind of reboot. Start over again to try and erase the other things that have them down on the scoreboard.
They'll be looking for a little more juice here in the 2nd quarter before they do hit that halftime locker room. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Block now on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Clock will try again on 2nd down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The pass there complete to Sutton. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Lindsey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens' 35-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On the set. He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Say go.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
He's not going to get me.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was capped off by a Phillip Lindsay touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. Snead's got it. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Oh, here we go.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read.
Right. 51 for life. You.
On 1st down, it's Ingram. Fights through, and now a crease. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And Denver getting set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Ingram again, and an alley to run. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. The tackle made by Todd Davis.
He was brought down by Todd Davis. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 out long. So don't say nothing.
On 2nd and 9. Jackson. Roberts got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Ingram. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
Derek Wolfe there on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Broncos' 46-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end.
Jackson now. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 35.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Yeah, let's get sacked.
A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Throwing is Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit.
Down. What's happening? Mike, 45. Push him back. Push him back.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 15-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Thomas. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Mark Ingram now gears up to help lead this offense back out there. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
We're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Ready up.
36 to Mike. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Get it.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Clear.
From midfield, here's Locke. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Broncos.
Ready, set.
Locke now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Go. Set, go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Sweetheart.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On the draw, this will be Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Set. My 18 Gator. Ready?
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
Well,
they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 3rd down, it's Lindsey. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here's Locke to throw. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though. If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one, because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 11. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Be grip.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Over the middle, and and it's incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's get off the field, D.
Now it's Lindsay. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Locke going to throw. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Locke to throw for it on 4th. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Roberts has it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
Block will try again on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Locke. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Set. 18 Gator.
48's the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Ready?
Block now on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Ready, break.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Locke. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Locke. He's got his tight end, Fant. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 39 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. after the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They'll try and run it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He was brought down by Von Miller. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Let's go now. Come on, 18 Gator. Check 3. Let it go.
They go play action now. Jackson. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now it's Jackson. It's caught by Roberts. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Complete to Seth Roberts. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
36.
Jackson now. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Hey, come on. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
The ball carrier. He was brought down by Chris Harris. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Let's go. 10, touchdown. Ready. Ready. Hey, let's go. It's time to coach. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Block now on first down. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On first down, Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Denver.
Jackrabbit.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Check Mike 39.
Hey, that QB's
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
65.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown. Good play. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Ready? 70, Indy. Switch up. 5.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Tim Patrick. Incomplete. Marcus Peters on the coverage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go.
Ready?
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Locke looks to throw it again. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
McManus's point after is good, and that will get him 1 closer. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. Down to Anigos Jackson, and that should seal it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking, they think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.